And it's a topic that I've brought up on the show before, way back in the Ridiculous Rants days, but I thought it was time for a refresher because Sam wasn't on the show then, and neither was Recruit, and I want to hear what they think about this stuff.
I can't imagine a time when I wasn't on the show.
Whatever it was, Ben, you were wrong. That's all I have to say.
Microtransactions and DLC. This is a huge growing trend in video games now, to the point where it seems like some games are getting stuff held out of them in order to make it DLC in the future. So I kind of wanted to get your opinion on DLC and well, let's start with just DLC, and then we'll move into microtransactions. Are you for DLC or against DLC? Sam, go.
Spiritually, I'm for DLC. In reality, more or less against it. And we're talking about like additional content DLC, right?
Right.
It's like theoretically everything's DLC. So
DOA swimsuits.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly. So spiritually, I'm for it in the sense that like if you made a good game and like people want to play it and you can extend the life just a little bit by developing some more content for it, yeah, why shouldn't I pay a little bit more for it? I've enjoyed your game. Execution is the problem. It's kind of what you said was things are being held out. Mm-hmm. Well, if things are being held out, then well, fuck you. Like I paid $60. Give me my game.
Yeah.
That's my short rant.
I remember back in the Halo days, Halo 2, it's like when they had DLC come out, you could either download it on the store, but that was a big fancy thing, or you could go to GameStop and buy another disc, put it in your Xbox, and it would download it. Because you
give it to your friends,
extra
break
content.
the system.
Exactly, and then you could give it to your friends, and it still worked.
I remember that from Fallout 3.
Oh yeah, Fallout 3 had that exact.
That was insane.
That's right.
Like, how is this logical? I could just give this. I don't have friends, but I could just give this to them.
Yeah.
Theoretically, but that's Fallout 3, so no one had friends playing that.
Yeah, this is very, very true. Recruit, what is your opinion on DLC?
I think DLC can be a good thing. It really depends on the team and usually the publisher / producer or whatever. Depends on how money grubby they are. If they're willing to take something that the original plan was to put it in the game for the $60,
mm-hmm.
and then they specifically like just cut it out to make money off of it, even if the game is like 200 hours base, just the intent is what really makes it good or bad.
I mean, one of the things that annoys me, like with what you're saying, is, and this happens the most I've seen with Assassin's Creed games. It's like there's always a DLC that comes out like a week after its release, and when you go to download that DLC package, it's 100 kilobytes. And I'm like, bullshit! This is in the game.
What was it? Street Fighter Cross Tekken was really well known for that, like entire characters and skins and stuff.
Yeah.
Kilobytes.
It's like, no. This is not content. This is, you're selling me an unlock key.
Yeah.
So it's
for
funny.
This shit that's in the game.
Let's say a publisher actually literally just got smart about that, and we're just trying to trick you. Like, would you be more of a fan? Like, it's 2 gigs, it's a dummy file. Like, you'd have to figure out what
people would mine that stuff and find out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I think that'd be way worse because then there's no, back to what I said, there's no plausible deniability. They know what they're doing.
I mean, so I guess there's a way you could be tricked the other way. I mean, I guess this kind of thing would happen in Destiny if you download an update with all the data has to be there, and then your 100 kilobyte thing could be an unlock key from the update.
Or from the update.
But all the content has to be there.
It's really just different
base game still.
So
I guess it can work both ways, but still, I hate that. Hate it so much. But there are games that I feel do DLC really well. And the one that I played most recently, and I really don't know the reception of this overall, but Arkham Knight's DLC,
the family one, the final
love, like it, because it's not they are literal expansions to the game. You play a different character and you play a full storyline. I mean, not a full storyline, but like another 2-3 hour story.
It has an arc, an opening, closing, ending. Like, yeah,
They could be standalone like PSN titles, like little
little
like $5
infamous
games.
Festival of Blood
Yeah,
size,
exactly. Infamous Festival of
which
Blood
was a
is
good way to do that.
comparison.
And they did it again with First Light,
Yeah, which
was bigger too.
it was a lot bigger, but still, that kind of thing. Like I loved that, and I thought the DLC in that was great. But then there are. Well, let's start with that. What's some of your favorite DLC that you've actually enjoyed? And let's start with Recruit this time.
I mean, there are a few of my favorite DLCs that I really did not enjoy, but I guess I'll talk about the ones I enjoyed.
We'll get into the bad ones. Don't worry.
Okay. I can't really think of any. Like, I don't. It would probably have to be Fallout 3 again. Just the pit, the Mothership Zeta. Is it Mothership Zeta?
Uh-huh. I loved Mothership Zeta.
That one was like an entirely new. That one just. The pit was still. It was a different locale, but it was still Wasteland.
Yeah.
It was still brown and dirty and reds and stuff. And it had more horror elements than most of the main game did.
Yeah.
Which was interesting change
The
of
Pit
tone.
is the only one that I didn't play in Fallout 3.
Pit was all right. It was kind of glitchy.
Gotcha. Mothership Zeta I loved though, so I can get behind that as
Mothership Zeta was fun. It had entirely new guns, but like even in the main game without Mothership Zeta downloaded, there are hints to Mothership Zeta.
Yeah.
Like,
even
there's
before
an alien
Mothership
gun you
Zeta
can
came
find.
out.
Even before it was announced.
Yeah.
When they just said we have DLC plans.
Yep.
I think that was before the time of season passes too.
It was.
You could get discs for DLC.
Yeah.
It was a wasteland out there, man. GameStops were being raided for DLC discs.
And what's great is you could sell them back to GameStop, those
So
DLC
you could return
discs, and then
This
buy them
DLC
used.
just didn't work. I mean, it just made a noise, and I couldn't play it.
I would cheat the system on that. I would go buy the used copy of the DLC disc, and GameStop had that 7-day, return policy, so I'd use it, and then I'd go back to GameStop and be like, I didn't like it, and then return it.
7-day rental policy?
Yeah, essentially.
I didn't like it. I'm gonna keep my product. You can have the disc back.
Yeah. Sam, how about you? What do you think is some of the best?
So before that, I want to tell a quick anecdote about GameStop returns. Just really quick. So they used to fuck up the system when you were like a power up reward whatever crap member for the 10% off used. So I would literally buy games and return them, and they would return at full price.
Oh, great!
I've
So I
had
just
that
paid
happen.
10%.
I've had that happen very recently.
But okay, no. So my short answer, which is a little bit of a cheating answer, my short answer is The Taken King.
Yeah, I would say Taken King is a good one.
The thing is, like, I around the time when gaming really started to turn to DLC, I became a lot less of a console gamer. Some of it just had to do with money. Some of it had to do with like school and all this other stuff. So I really didn't buy a lot of these DLC whatever things. I mean, the best I did was more like microtransaction type things. So like song packs for Rock Band, Guitar Hero, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
For Idolmaster, yeah.
Yeah, Idolmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think we should make a point though that with Sam's answer, which isn't a bad answer, like it's a good point. It's just not something I would think of. Like that in MMO tradition, as Bungie has been trying to go, that is an expansion.
No, I think so.
It's still downloadable content, yes.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, I
DLC,
consider expansions to be downloadable content.
but it could have been released as a separate game, as a Destiny 1.5, and you would have been like,
it
oh, yeah, there's enough
essentially
content.
was. They marketed it as a whole new game.
Yeah, it's
Like-
Destiny the Taken King edition.
Yeah.
They could have called Destiny 2. It's probably the biggest DLC I can think of in terms of like expanding on the original game, which doesn't mean much in terms of Destiny, but it was still good. I don't like Destiny. I still don't like Destiny. I don't like Taken King that much, but I can see that they actually did improve some stuff, and Taken King is enjoyable enough.
Yeah.
And the enemies are all gooey, and it looks so pretty.
It really does. I do agree. So, like, I guess the thing that bothers me about DLC is specifically season passes. Because you see a lot of games come out with a season pass, but have zero things like, oh, this is what we're going to bring to you with the season pass. It's just, yeah, I guess we'll make stuff for it. And I think the
there have been a few flops on that execution. Wasn't it Arkham Knight? Most of the season pass was just small things.
Yeah, so the season pass was people were worried about the season pass because it started out with a bunch of skins and stuff like that, and there was no release schedule for anything. As things started getting released, they were giving more of a schedule for everything else. But I think the biggest culprit to this is Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
They have a $50 expansion.
What?
For a really good 10 out of 10 game. With non-glitch trophies.
With non-glitch trophies.
That's what you get in the season pass. $50 for that one trophy. You get the unlock key.
Seriously, I would spend that $50 right now if it meant that I would get that last trophy. No, but we still have no idea when the first DLC content's gonna
and the first new map that came out was free. It was a pre-order bonus.
And the next DLC map that's coming out is free. There's another map coming out.
Is the leak to Luke and Leia costume skins part of the season pass?
No, that's part of an update, a normal update.
It's free.
It's free.
It's really jarring, especially considering they came out to defend their season pass by saying we're going to be supporting the game with a bunch of free stuff too, which made every season pass owner go, "Fuck that! It's garbage. We paid $50."
Is there no way to return a season pass?
No.
On the Sony store, especially, you can't be refunded on anything.
Yeah,
I bought PS Vita games that straight up don't work for $40. I can do nothing.
Yeah. Because if you go, if you dispute the charge through your bank...
In the UK, though, due to UK laws, I just read.
Yeah.
Because you do it for the Division beta code. You can pre-order it, but they can't actually charge you until it comes out. Yeah. So you can get that beta code. I'm just going to do it on Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. No, because that's my question. Because I know there are laws in the US like that. They probably
for
just
some
states.
The
PlayStation Store.
Yeah. No, and they do apply to the PlayStation Store as well, but you have to live in one of those states that has that law.
Well, what state do I need to change my address to?
I don't remember what the states are. But yeah, if you go on your bank and dispute a charge for PSN, they will ban your account. Yeah.
I didn't know that level, but
they will ban your account.
That seems really awful, considering some people honestly dispute claims because their PSNs get hacked.
Well, yeah, that was...
Wait, guys. It's okay. It's okay. We got a free day of PSN.
Yep.
Which we have to redeem a code for. So it's all good, guys. It's all good. It's all good.
I mean, technically, they gave you 50% or 100% more than you deserved. Because it was only out for 12 hours. They gave you a full 24. Of course, it doesn't matter.
I felt like we didn't get anything last year. Did we get something last year?
Did something even happen last year?
Oh, the Christmas Day outage. It was out for
Christmas
3 days.
Day?
Not 2015, but 2014. Yeah, we didn't get anything for.
And then before that, 2012 was the major one. 2011 maybe.
Yeah. All right, guys, we are going over on this topic as well. Even though we did start a little late, but I do want to